Good evening, everybody. This is the vase I was telling you about that I was going to redo. So I have this clear vase just sitting around my house, taking up space. I don't know. I just kind of wanted to spice it up a little bit. So I grabbed my DIY paint and I painted this beautiful blue as a base color. Because DIY paint is clay and chalk based, it adheres to almost everything. So yeah, this is just one coat and I got really good coverage. So that's done, and while that is drying, I went ahead and grabbed some of my molds from Iron Orchid Design. This one has the pretty little flowers and a couple leaves. So I just shoved some air dry clay down in those molds. Did quite a few flowers, a few leaves. We're gonna glue them on the vase. Again, you guys, look at the detail. It's pretty amazing. So vase is dried. This clay is still wet, and that's the way I want it because I am going to be kind of wrapping it around the corners of this vase. So I grab my tacky glue, paintbrush, just a little bit. I just want little coverage on every part of the back of the clay, but I don't want a lot of glue. Reason being is when I adhere it, and if there's a lot of glue, it's going to slide down the vase, which it kind of will do anyway, so we're going to secure it. But two, if you have a lot of glue on the back of these pieces, they will drip. And then you'll walk away and you'll come back and you'll have glue drip marks all over your piece, and we don't want that. So light glue on the back, adhere it, make sure you're pushing down the edges too. You want everything securely stuck. And you can always leave it like this too. I mean, if you use clay molds and you put them on a piece, like I think that's really pretty with the blue, and then you have the white clay molds. So when the clay dries, I mean, you could just seal it like that. But we're not going to do that. So now I'm going to grab my painter's tape after I get the rest of the flowers on, and I'm just going to kind of wrap it around. I'm securing that tape and pushing it on the vase underneath the mold so that they don't slide down. Then I'm going to let everything dry overnight. And so this is today. I just went around and I painted all the molds, just different colors. I'm not neat about it. I'm actually kind of sloppy about it. I just want the color on the high points and on all the molds because we are gonna wet distress again. Woohoo! You could be really neat and pretty and paint these molds and again then seal it, and you'll be good to go if you like this look too. Adding a little mint chip to my Monet's Garden. I felt that the Monet's Garden was a little too dark of a green for this piece, so lighten it up a little bit with mint chip. So we are gonna let that dry. Da 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 da. It's dry. So now I'm gonna grab my Mod Podge, and we are just gonna brush that Mod Podge all over the vase. We want to seal in all those colors. We're gonna put white paint over this, and we're gonna wipe it back off the high points. So I want to make sure that all of that color underneath is sealed, so when we do wipe back the white, we're not taking off color. But like I said, you could seal it and then just leave it. That'd be pretty too. But you know me, I always gotta take it to the next step. So then when that's done, we're going to let it sit for probably about an hour, basically until it's dry. And then we are going to get out our white paint. See, that is pretty. I could have just left it, but nope. I think I'm kind of addicted to wet distressing, you guys. I feel like I do that a lot. But that's okay. I like it. It turns out neat. Not every piece turns out exactly the same, so that's okay, right? So yeah, we're just going to cover this all in white. And then let it dry. I did get impatient. I pulled out my hairdryer and I put it on low and I put it on cool to dry this white paint just to kind of hurry this up. And then I grabbed, so once that was dry, then I grabbed my baby wipes and we are just gonna scrub, scrub, scrub on all those high points. Take that white off and let that color come through. And like I said, that color won't come off because we did seal it before putting on the white paint. I do have a rag next to me too. Now remember too, when you're wiping back paint, it is going to smear. So you're going to constantly want to be turning either your baby wipe or your damp cloth, wringing it out, that kind of thing. And then I do have another cloth next to me when you use baby wipes, because some of that liquid comes out. And then it kind of sits, and I don't like that. So I blot it up with another rag. So here it is distressed the way I want it. So now I'm going to take my clear wax. And then we are just going to go over the high points. I'm not worried about getting the clear wax into all the little crevices and stuff because that is where I want the black to sit. But putting on this clear base allows me to wipe back the black in all the areas I do not want it. I'm really focusing on getting that in all the little divots and edges of the molds and the vase. Take a clean part of your rag and we're going to wipe that back. Keep rotating it too. You don't want to just smear the black all over. You actually want to take it off the high points. Ta-da! And I continued to play with this a little bit more, adding black wax in different areas for better shading and around the edges. But this is what it ended up looking like. A lot better than your just everyday plain glass vase, I think. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and the video with the mason jars. Here are all the projects that I finished in the last 2 days. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any questions, feel free to message me and I can message you back with any pointers or advice or anything that maybe you just need more explanation for. But anyway, you guys have a wonderful night. Happy Oktoberfest too, by the way.